All rise. You may be seated.
Is the Respondents' Council present?
I'm here, Judge.
The commitment papers are before you, Judge Group. And if Your Honor pleases, I should like to call the first, and may I confidently predict, the only witness required.
Proceed, Mr. Morrow.
Mr. Kringle, will you take the stand, please?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Mr. Morrow, before you begin, I want to explain to the witness that this is a hearing and not a trial. Mr. Kringle, you don't have to answer any questions against your wishes or even testify at all.
Well, I'll be glad to answer any questions I can, Your Honor.
What is your name?
Chris Kringle.
And where do you live?
Well, that's what this hearing will determine.
Very sound answer, Mr. Kringle.
Do you believe that you are Santa Claus?
Of course.
State rest, Your Honor.
Mr. Gailey, do you wish to cross-examine this witness? I do believe he was employed to play Santa Claus. Perhaps he did not understand the question.
Well, I understood the question perfectly, Your Honor.
You wish to cross-examine?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Ms. Kringle, you may step down.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Gailey, you haven't had much time to prepare your case. Perhaps a postponement is in order.
Why would I want a postponement, Your Honor? I'm perfectly aware of my client's opinions. In fact, that is the entire case against him. So all these tests and reports boil down to this, is that Chris Kringle is not the same because he believes that he is Santa Claus.
Very logical assumption, I'm afraid.
Well, it would be, Your Honor, if the clerk here, or the DA, or I believed that we were Santa Claus.
Anyone who thinks he's Santa Claus is crazy.
Not at all. You believe yourself to be Judge Group, don't you, Your Honor? And nobody questions your sanity because you are Judge Group.
Mr. Kringle is the subject of this hearing.
Yes, Your Honor. And if he is who he believes that he is, just as you are, then he's just the same.
Granted, but he isn't.
Oh, but he is, Your Honor.
Is what?
I intend to prove that Chris Kringle is Santa Claus.
Proceed, Mr. Gailey.
That was my first witness, Mr. R.H. Macy.
R.H. Macy, take the stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Your name, sir?
R.H. Macy,
Owner of one of the largest department stores in New York City.
the largest.
Mr. Macy, if you recognize the gentleman seated there, will you tell us who he is?
It's Chris Kringle.
Your employee, is he not?
Yes, he is.
Do you believe him to be truthful?
I do.
Do you believe him to be sound of mind?
I certainly do.
Mr. Macy, you are under oath. Do you really believe this man is Santa Claus?
Well, he gives every indication.
All I want is a yes or no answer.
Just answer the question, Mr. Macy.
That man over there is Santa Claus. I know, I know, I know. I can tell by the crinkle of the bridge of his nose, the wink of his eye, and the twinkle of his hose, and the joy wherever he goes. That man is he.
The thousand others all over town just like him.
I don't care if every other corner has a Santa Claus standing there. I don't care. Short or tall or round or fat or slim. I'm aware of the many other Santas everywhere. I'm aware, but that one over there represents them all as I represent him.
Now just a minute.
That man over there is Santa Claus. I know, I know, I know. I can tell by the crinkle on the bridge of his nose, the wink of his eye, and the twinkle of his toes, and the joy wherever he goes. That man is he. That man over there is Santa Claus. I know, I know, I know. I can tell by the jingle in his voice like a bell, bright as the holly in his coat lapel, and the joy.
That man is he. I don't care if every other corner has a Santa Claus standing there. I don't care. Down with Scrooge and up with Tiny Tim. I'm aware of the many other Santas everywhere, but I don't care, 'cause that one over there represents them all as they represent him.
That man over there is Santa Claus. I know, I know, I know. I can tell by the crinkle on the bridge of his nose, the wink of his eye, and the twinkle of his toes, and the joy wherever he goes. That man is he. Santa Claus. I know
Order, order.
Mr. Macy or on Road, do you really believe that man is Santa Claus?
That man over there is Santa.
You may step down, Mr. Mason.
Merry Christmas. You're fired.
Your Honor, I object to this testimony. It's ridiculous and irrelevant. Mr. Gailey is making a circus out of this court. There's no such person as Santa Claus, and everybody knows it.
Your Honor, I submit that this is merely a matter of opinion. Can the DA offer any proof that there is no Santa Claus?
No, and I don't intend to. This is no nursery. This is the New York State Supreme Court, and I will not waste this court's time on such childish nonsense.
I object. The DA seems to have appointed himself the judge in this case, Your Honor. He is now ruling on what testimony I may introduce.
Your Honor, I believe the burden of proof rests with my opponent. Can he support any evidence to support his view?
Your Honor, please, I can. Will Thomas Morrow please take the stand?
Who, me?
Thomas Morrow, Jr.
Thomas Marr Jr., take the stand.
Hi, Daddy.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Sure I do.
Now, you know the difference between telling the truth and telling a lie, don't you?
Gosh, everyone knows you shouldn't tell a lie, especially in court.
Do you believe in Santa Claus, Tommy?
Sure I do. He gave me a brand new flexible flyer sled last year.
And what does he look like?
There he is sitting there.
Your Honor, I protest.
Overruled.
Tell me, Tommy, why are you so sure that there is, in fact, a Santa Claus?
Because my daddy told me so.
And you believe your daddy, don't you, Tommy? He's a very honest man.
Of course he is. My daddy wouldn't tell me anything that wasn't so. Would you, Daddy?
Thank you, Tommy.
Your Honor,
Don't forget a real Giants football helmet.
And you shall have it, Tommy.
Your Honor, the state of New York concedes the existence of Santa Claus. But, in so conceding, we demand Mr. Gailey now submit authoritative proof that Mr. Kringle is in fact the one and only Santa Claus.
Mr. Gailey, do you have anything further to offer?
I do, Your Honor. The Post Office, which we all know is an official agency of the United States government. The Post Office is one of the largest business concerns in the world. Last year, under the current Postmaster General Robert E. Hannigan, it did a gross business of $1 billion.
Your Honor, I'm sure we're all gratified to know the Post Office is doing so nicely, but that has no bearing on the case.
It has a great deal of bearing on this case. Your Honor, if I may be allowed to proceed.
By all means, Mr. Gailey.
Figures that I have quoted indicate an efficiently run organization. Furthermore, the U.S. postal laws and regulations make it a criminal offense to willfully misdirect or intentionally deliver mail to the wrong party. Consequently, the department uses every precaution to
Your
ensure...
Honor, the state of New York is second to none in the admiration of the Post Office Department. It is efficient and authoritative, and we're happy to concede this.
For the record,
Of course, for the record, anything to get on with the case.
then, Your Honor, I wish to submit this piece of evidence. I have here a letter simply addressed to Santa Claus, New York City Courthouse. Now, it was delivered to this defendant, Chris Kringle, by a bona fide employee of the United States Postal Service. I offer this as positive proof that a competent federal agency...
One letter, Your Honor, addressed here because the publicity this case has received is hardly positive proof.
You do have more letters, Your Honor.
Well, where are they? Put them here on my bench.
Your Honor, I hesitate.
I said put them here on my bench, Mr. Gailey.
Very well, Your Honor. Bring them in, Bob!
Oh my goodness. Wow.
be enough.
Your Honor, every one of these letters was addressed to Santa Claus. Now, they were delivered to this man, Kris Kringle. Therefore, the United States government recognizes this defendant, Kris Kringle, as Santa Claus.
Seeing as the United States of America recognizes this man as Santa Claus, this court will not dispute it. Case dismissed.
And to think, my salvation began with one letter.
Reminds me.
Congratulations, Fred, you did it. What's that about?
I put a bid in on my house and they accepted.
That's wonderful.
I never thought they'd approve the loan because I'm not with a firm yet.
That reminds me, I believe this belongs to you.
Can we go and see your new house, Mr. Gailey?
I'd love to see it.
Thank you, Santa.
Oh, time to get back to work. Thank you, Fred.
Thank you, Chris.